Dan begin je dan nu gedaan. Die slaapt die, dat is. Zeg, 4 uur. En dat stond op hier bij tonijn. En dan, maar dat was een twin, als 4 staan, 2, 2.
Ja. Dat doe je, ja. Dat is natuurlijk. Welcome back. Ask Me Anything, episode 127. You guys know the drill. For the following 30-something minutes, I'll be answering any question that you may have for me. And we can take it from there. We already got 4 people, 5 people. Don't be shy. Appreciate the early thumbs up. Health-wise, not much has changed. Chin still leaking, but we're gonna keep it moving. I'm already too hot in this sweater though. Oh my. First question, how are you? Physically not the best. Just got back from seeing my doctor this morning. Still dealing with this infection on my chin. No surgery date in sight yet. And apparently I had a tendon tear. I think you call it a tendon tear in English, in my right shoulder. So I injured my right shoulder bench pressing, lifting weights. So I'll be doing even more lower body work than ever, more running than ever, all the type of stuff. So yeah, this is definitely not my greatest period, but this too won't last, this too shall pass. Definitely staying productive, staying locked in, as you guys should do as well. No matter the circumstances life throws at us, there's never any reason to put our head down. Thank you, Spaghetti Cardinal. I appreciate that. I'm just hoping to have a surgery date soon. That's what I'm really wishing for. Thank you, Hussein. Appreciate that, man. The thing is, guys, when the going gets tough, like it is right now for me, you just have to back to the basics, stick to the game plan, and just make it through the days. That's it. Right now, I'm just in that survival mode where I'm trying to get through every day and trying to stay productive in the process. That's it. It's easy to just say fuck it all and use it as an excuse to not, to no longer get stuff done or to get out of shape. The fact of the matter is, though, nobody cares about your issues. The universe doesn't care. So you can use any opportunity, any event as an excuse to stop taking care of your health, to start eating shitty food, to start gaining weight. But you're only going to make it worse for yourself in the long run. There is no fairness. And just because you punish yourself and you self-sabotage, it doesn't mean that the sky is going to open up and do you a solid, do you a favor. One day, though, guys, one day we will look back on these lives and we will think, wow, how on earth did we ever make it through those days? 6 people in here. Don't be shy, guys. Ask me anything. The better the questions, the better the content. We're already on episode 127. What equipment do you have in your home gym? I have this. I have a bench, which I can use for a flat bench press. I can turn it into an incline bench press, and then I have 2 dumbbells. I have 1 barbell, and that's almost about it, basically. I don't have a squat rack. I wish I would, so I could actually do squats. There's also this calisthenics court here near where I live, where I basically just go to do pull-ups, to do leg races. That's what you see in my stories when I'm doing the leg races and pull-ups. So yeah, basically since the gyms are closed, I basically have cut down exercises to the basics: deadlifts, dumbbell curls, bench press, pull-ups, leg races, rows, bent over rows, and running. Halina May, how you doing? What's up, ETN? How you doing? What's good? What's good? What's good? I used to run half marathons. That I didn't smoke cigarettes for 1 year. Hold on 1 second, all right? Not bad. Today I just got up and ran 9K by the beach after 0 running. Dude, that's crazy. Well, if you used to run half marathons, I guess for you 9 kilometers is not that much, but still 9 kilometers is impressive, man, for any person at any stage. That's a long distance. How do I keep the momentum going with no smoking? By making a decision and sticking to it, and by understanding that no one is gonna, like, if you're gonna rely on external factors or external gimmicks, or it's really a matter of how bad you want it. And I know that sounds incredibly cliche, Andrew, but smoking cigarettes, man, that's one of the silliest things you can do. Like, that's just like you're literally killing yourself slowly. It's not even a maybe, Smoking cigarettes is never a good idea. And then you just have to decide if you wanna be the person who is healthy or not. What could be a good motivation, Andrew, is like if you set a half a marathon, if there is a half marathon competition being ran or a marathon being ran somewhere near you in a couple of months, circle that date, set that as a goal. What's up, Dirayak? How you doing? ETN, I'm all good. Brendan, are you cancer free? How long have you been cancer free? Thank you, man. Your story is inspiring. You're a legend all the way from Australia. Thank you, Brendan. I appreciate that. Yes, cancer free. I've been cancer free since 2016 now. So that's what? That's 5 years, right? So, yeah. The thing is, like, it's not like at this point, it's just the cosmetical surgeries that are really messing with me. As you can tell, my chin is leaking right now. I still got more surgeries to come. I don't have bottom teeth, and this is all just frustrating, man. Dude, what's it like to live in Australia? I should come visit sometime. I really should. Halina May, my boyfriend likes you. He says you talk nice. He's the reason I'm watching. Thank you. Shout out to your boyfriend. He's a very intelligent man, and he's got exquisite taste. Absolutely, Thinayak. Good news. Glad to hear you kick cancer's ass. Yeah, man. Now I'm trying to go to that next level, though. I've been writing my book. I've been coaching clients. So for anyone who's looking for a confidence coach, someone who can help you with the art of loving yourself, if you're feeling ugly, if you're feeling insignificant, not good enough for the world, you can hire me to coach you. We can get you to crawl out of that pit of misery. This is my email, Lorenz.Dries. I'm Lorenz, by the way, for those who are wondering. I'm still taking on new clients. It's actually really good here. Barely any COVID cases. It's just expensive to live here. Yeah, I know, man. You guys got crazy ass prices, man. Thanks, Lorenz. Do you also run in competitions? Man, I am a terrible runner, as most of you may or may not know. I almost lost my left leg due to my cancer as well. My whole lower body is messed up, man. I run like 3 or 4 times a week, but I run at my pace, which is never more than 10 kilometers per hour. I don't like, so yeah, 10K per hour is my max. And I never go further than, I rarely go further than 8 kilometers. And even that, like my sweet spot is like 6 kilometers. So no, I could never run a competition. I would finish dead last. But I do enjoy it, and I love running. Viking, after your cancer experience and consequences, you still live with to this day. You ever think people in general are ungrateful for all the things they had in life that they don't appreciate? I don't think they're ungrateful. They're just ignorant. And I don't mean it in a negative sense. You can't fault someone for not knowing what something is like. That's like, you know, if you've never lived in a poor village in Africa where you didn't have access to drinking water, you can't be expected to know what that feels like and appreciate every day. Like human beings, we just get accustomed to everything. We adapt to everything. So, and we can quickly adapt to literally everything and still find things to complain. We are inherently unhappy beings. Even people that are living in absolute wealth, they find ways to be unhappy. They find ways to complain. You can have a mansion, 2 Lamborghinis, and a boat, and then you'll be miserable because your neighbor has 5 Lamborghinis and a jet, or the person you're with clearly doesn't love you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's just, yeah, humans are inherently unhappy beings. So regardless of the circumstances. Actually, quite a few studies have shown that people in poor countries usually have less stress and are more happy than people in rich countries. Some apartment costs $2,000 a week. Damn. $2,000 a week, imagine that. Hussein, I want to learn a lot of skills, but I don't get much done because there's too many on my list. I feel like I don't have much time. What do you think I should do? Well, what you should do is stop trying to swallow the cookie whole. Stop trying to eat the whole damn pie. Slice that thing up. Take that list and take 2 things out of it. Like, what are the 2 things that you really want to do? Like, you're going to have to make a selection. You can't do 10 things at once. You can't even do 5 things at once. If you can do 2 things very well in a day, like that's a great day. People consistently overestimate how much they can get done. I'm not a firm believer in multitasking. If you're multitasking, that just usually means you're doing an average job at many different things at once. You need to really pick like the thing that you want to narrow down on and go for that, Hossein. So just like make a selection and stick to it. COVID is teaching me the importance of all the things I took for granted. Good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy COVID is doing something good. Man, my shoulder is hurting like crazy. I messed up my shoulder, man. I'm an idiot. I went to the doctor this morning, and apparently I got a tear. I had a tear in my shoulder. It's hurting. So now I can't really do any push exercises at all. Sucks. But it is what it is. We're going to keep this thing going. Brenton, for me, I know I live in a good place. I have a lot of opportunity. My anxiety and depression has its moments. And I know we all have our own problems, but sometimes it gets too much. What are some things I can do to keep motivated? Brenton, honestly, I always tell people, man, you cannot rely on motivation to get stuff done. Motivation is a luxury. It comes and goes. It comes and goes all the time. If you're only gonna do stuff when you're motivated, half the time you're not gonna do anything. There's plenty of times when I'm not motivated to do a live or to work out, but you do it anyway. So what you need, my man, is a set routine. Discipline is freedom. You need a routine. Like if you wake up in the morning and you have to ask yourself, what am I going to do today? You're already lost. It has to be clear from the beginning what you're going to do. You need a very strict routine. So figure out a few things, and like again, don't pick more than 2 things that you want to do, and just write it out in the plan, in the daily plan. That's what I do with my clients. I literally tell them, if needed, if necessary, I tell them like between 7 and 7:30 breakfast, 7:30 and 8 you shower. You know, like I like that. Discipline is freedom. A routine is a beautiful thing. Like if you have to live in the moment, if you have to, you know, we're just not that good. Human beings are not that good at keeping a clear overview of the things that has to be done. You're very welcome, Hossein. But Brenton, tell me a little bit more. Like, in what area would you like to advance in? What would you like to go deeper in? How did multitasking even become a thing? Humans are not meant for this. It's like capitalism pushes us to be productive. Multitasking became a thing because basically we're just squeezing the lemon. At this point, we're stomping on the lemon. But it's really important that you maintain a critical outlook on society and everyone in it, and that you don't indulge in just doing what everyone else is doing just for the hell of it. Like it's really important that you just create your own reality, create your own philosophy. I always tell people, don't follow my footsteps, create your own path. Why do you assume that all these old ass people who came before you know better? Does that make sense for you guys? By the way, hit the thumbs up. We only got 12 thumbs. That's a little bit low. I would like to get better in my music and my weight, just getting out of the situation I'm in right now, getting too comfortable in the position I'm in. All right, so you're in music. So then you need to spend at least 2 hours a day working on your craft, whatever the genre of your music may be. All right, minimum of 2 hours. Then secondly, I'm guessing you're trying to lose weight. That's what I'm taking from this. Dude, the easiest way to lose weight is diet, man. So what I recommend you to do is, I work with a lot of clients on this. Shout out to Beth, by the way, one of my favorite clients in the UK. She's hold on, let me record this because she's gonna want to hear this. She's gonna want to hear this. All right, so I'm on live, Beth. I'm just talking about you. So Brenton just asked how to lose weight, and I was just mentioning that you have been put on a intermittent fasting diet by me, and she's killing it. Like she's struggling, she's in pain, she's in agony because she's used to drinking Coca-Cola all day and just eating what she wants, and now she only has a 8-hour eating window a day, right? But she's 2 weeks in, she hasn't faltered, she hasn't given up, and she's pushing through. So Brenton, you need to Google intermittent fasting and follow that principle. That's the easiest way. Lose weight, train your mind, and do it like Beth, man. She's one of my clients from the UK. She's making me super proud, and I can't wait to show you guys the before and after pictures of her. Little motivation for my girl Beth right there. See what I just did? I multitasked. Does Belgium has its own vaccine? We're using the Pfizer vaccine mainly. We have a big Pfizer plan here. How much percentage of Belgium is vaccinated? I think we're about 25% in. It's going way too slow. Yeah, you can stop telling me you want to be my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. That position is taken, so I appreciate it, but that's not really the goal here. And even if I was looking, it wouldn't be on my live chat. No offense. But yeah, you're going to have to talk to my Latina about that if you want to take that spot. Brenton, how do you spell that? I'll search this up and be on it straight away. I'll type it for you, man. Intermittent fasting. There you go. Brenton, that's why I'm here now, man. I'm trying to put good out there. I'm trying to put good energy in the world. Therefore, sooner or later, I'll be rewarded. That's the idea. Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy S10. You like my background? Yeah, man, I love this phone. So Samsung sponsored me. They gave me that phone. That was cool. That was one of the few, like literally one of the only times I did like a brand deal. So they invited me. They saw me vlogging. I had an S6 or was it an S8? It might have been the S8. They saw me. They noticed that I was vlogging in Colombia on my phone, on my Samsung, and they reached out. They were like, "Hey, we would like to involve you in the launch of our new S10 phone. If you could come and do like a workshop from a vlogger's perspective on, like how to use it and all the tips and tricks and all this stuff, and then you'll get a free Samsung S10." I was like, "Do I?" Yeah, I created. Oh, Betsy, I just sent you a message. So guys, this is Betsy. I was literally just sending her an audio, and well, that's her. Betsy, I literally just sent you. I just talked about you. Yeah, I created content on my S10. Like I will use my S10 well, it's been a minute. I haven't been vlogging, but I do intend this summer to vlog again because I plan on making more gym content again as I'm getting in better and better shape. But yeah, I'll use my phone to create content when I don't have my vlogging camera. That's how you found out, Betsy. Betsy, if I'm not mistaken, your food window has literally opened up 20 seconds ago. Am I wrong or am I right? Do sponsors also reach out to you? Not really, not really. I suck at the commercial side of YouTube. I'm not kidding. I suck at that. I should market myself a whole lot better. I'm trying to, but yeah, it's not in my nature. I guess I'm more on the artistic content creating side than I am on the commercial side, which is silly. I should really be more commercial about things. But I had this watch brand reach out to me, Filippo Loretti, and they were gonna send me a free watch of my choosing, and then I would have to make just mention it in one of my videos, and they did, and I picked the watch, and they sent me a watch out, and then I got it, and turns out they sent me the wrong watch. They sent me a woman's watch, so I gave it to my mom instead, and I didn't mention it because that wasn't the deal. Yeah. But speaking of commercial guys, if you're trying to work with me like Betsy is right here, if you want to hire me as your coach, you can email me at lorenz.reese@gmail.com. I can help you with overcoming depression, battling anxiety, overcoming mental illness, or feeling like you're not good enough for this world, losing weight, starting a new career, all those things. So lorenz.reese@gmail.com. Send me an email and we can get busy. I haven't seen your girl in a while. Well, speak of the devil. Hey, come here. Come here for a second. Someone has just literally just said, I haven't seen a girl in a while. Is she still around? She just popped up. She just popped out. Look, I'll show you my girl. This is my girl, my dad, right? That's my girl right there. She's going to talk to my dad. That's my dad doing some stuff in the plants. And my girl they're like best friends. They are like literally best friends. Those two are like, my dad likes her more than he likes me, man. So yeah, that's my girl right there. Common sense. She's good, she's learning Dutch, being productive, working hard, always working. She has a full-time job. Halina, I have no goal in life. I just live my life day by day with no goal. I don't know if that's good or should I get one. You don't have to get a goal just for the sake of getting a goal. Are you happy? That's the question. Do you feel like you're living a meaningful existence? If the answer is yes, then you're fine. If the answer is no, then maybe you should stop floating and you should set a goal. But I feel like goal has just become this trendy word people love to throw around. Goals, goals, goals. I get tired of using the word goals. So, Halina May, the first question is, how do you feel? Are you happy with your reality or not? Betsy, drop this guy a message. You won't regret it. Thank you. What kind of results should a starter expect when beginning to work out in the gym? You're going to have to put in work, man. You're going to have patience. It's going to take a good year before you see some. The thing is, in the beginning, you make so-called beginner gains, so you're gonna transform pretty quickly. If you commit to it, if you work out hard and you commit to it, you can really, like, in 6-7 months, you can really make a big difference. But just stop watching these bodybuilders on Instagram. They're all using steroids, even the skinny ones. Understand that it's gonna take time. There she is. Yep. What are you up to these days, Joseph? Coaching clients, doing lives, writing in my book, and working out, man, and cooking for my girl. That's all I literally do. What's up, stars? Nice background. Thank you. What's the height difference between you and your girl? Wow. She's like a leprechaun compared to me. I am 1 meter 94 and she's 1 meter 56, so 40 centimeters roughly. It reminds me a lot of me and my boyfriend's height's different, yeah. She's South America, man. They're short as hell. If you're in Delhi, India right now, surviving itself is a goal. Corona is hitting India like a tsunami. Searching for gold itself seems like a privilege. Yeah, well said. It all, like, a goal is what people do when they had the luxury to do so. Like, a lot of people just want to survive, How's your jaw? Oh, not that good, man. It's hurting. Leaking pus, festering. It sucks. But yeah.
You mentioned that so many months that plant is there.
Yeah, the plant. Come here, David. They were asking, sit on my lap for a second.
A little bit. It's cold in Belgium.
She's always cold.
Hello.
They were asking about the height difference between me and you. I said
I'm super short.
40 centimeters. It's 40,
40?
yeah. It's 40, baby. Yes, it is.
I'm very
Trust
short.
me, I'm doing her a favor with this angle. I'm doing her a big favor.
The infection, we don't know. I don't think it's gonna heal on its
No.
own. Hello.
Everyone is saying hi to you.
And it has not been easy with the infection because everything that heats or basically it's like a wound that is open and every day there is something coming out, so it's not so good now.
Yeah, it sucks, but we've made it this far. At least this one right here is doing really good. She is steadily improving her Dutch by the day. People keep being amazed at how well she speaks Dutch after only 5 months of studying it. She's doing really well at her work. She's doing well at her crypto. She's going right up. So that's very nice.
That's Betsy. Is that your client?
Yeah, Betsy. Enjoy your day, both of you. Her food window just opened. She's doing intermittent fasting.
Oh.
She was starving. Betsy, enjoy that food. You worked hard for it.
Intermittent fast, but it's sufficient. Eh?
It's sufficient.
Yeah.
It's her last. Betsy, this is your last day. You're allowed to drink Coca-Cola, so enjoy it. Tomorrow she drinks it all the time. No. Gotta get healthy. After this live, later on when she's done with working, we're also gonna hit some weights where she is. Are you wearing my sweater? Oh no, it's yours.
Okay.
All right, back to work. Because her bosses are watching, so she has to perform. I'm happy with my life. Just hearing people say, if you have no goal in life, you have no future and stuff like that. That's why I'm worried. Fuck what people say, really. So if they tell you that you don't have a goal, that you don't have a life, they're just talking like a walking meme. They're basically regurgitating social media posts. Who cares what they say? It really doesn't matter. As long as you're happy, that's like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. No, man, I dropped the antibiotics because the antibiotics are not really doing anything. Well, they're helping a little bit, but not enough to the point where I can justify using them, if that makes sense. Where are you now? You have a nice background. This is my parents' house. Due to the corona, we relocated to Belgium and we are renting a flat which is close to my parents' place. So every now and then, well, we come here often. We like to come here. I have a very good relationship with my parents and my parents love Katya. So lawn is good. I'll tell my dad. That's my dad right there. That's my dad. The lawn is right there. Yeah, Halima, don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it harder than it has to be. All right, guys, let's get some questions going. Your dad seems to be a workhorse. He is, dude. I hate working with him because he grew up on a farm. He was one of 15 children, right? So he has 14 siblings. His whole life is work, and he only has 2 gears, which is on or off. And when he's on, trust me, you don't want to work with him. It's not pleasant. It's a different level, like he just comes from a different time, man. He built this whole house, this entire house he built himself. Well, you can't see the house, but it's quite big. He makes everything with his own hands. He even made our salon table in our apartment. He makes that stuff. He's crazy, man. A workhorse is the perfect description of him. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Look at you making my dad work while you're in the Warren house.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
I'll have some red wine tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a big day ahead. So this is quite interesting, guys. I have one of the biggest and most important marketing influencers in Belgium coming to basically teach me a course on digital marketing and how to grow my brand every Friday for like 10 weeks starting tomorrow. So I'm excited, man. Pinot Noir, that's a good one. Sounds like a good weekend, Stars. I got scared after watching your I ignored cancer symptoms video. I do have a place in my mouth after molar teeth where food gets piled up with a foul smell. Surya, you need to take care of your hygiene, buddy. You need to floss. You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day. Stars on Mars. Sounds like you got an epic weekend planned, man. Gym and yoga too. Will he agree for your podcast too? It's a she actually. She already did my podcast. She was on it already. Yeah, but I've been doing less and less podcasting because I feel like this format is I like this a lot more, the live streaming stuff. Yeah. You've seen her. So yeah, you're one of my most loyal watchers, man. So I know you've seen her for sure. You're right on fitness being a cornerstone. I've done 0 exercise in a year. This 9K run today really boosted my spirits. I mean, it's hard to explain to people who don't lift weights or don't run. It's hard to explain that endorphin high that you get from being like lifting weights or just running. That's the definition of life, man. That's the easiest way to stay happy. Also, how are you supposed to sleep at night when you're not fatigued? When you sat down all day? That's why it's really important. What do you think of traditional martial arts? I'm all for it. I think it's great. I think it's a good way to mentally and physically get stronger. Davey, drink your pre-workout. And then in like 10 minutes we go, okay? You mentioned earlier you took care of some addictions of yours. Weed. Yes, drastically cut back on that one. Absolutely. Whenever you start feeling like you really need something, like, or when you start becoming dependent on it, or when you start doing it without consciously asking yourself if you feel like it, like that's how I deal with any of my addictions. Whenever I feel like something is starting to creep up more and more, I'm like, hold up, let me see. Do I really do I need this? Do I really, it's like a challenge to myself. And for me, the best way to motivate myself is to ask myself, or to, if I can do it. Or somebody tells me I can't do something. No regrets. You go, girl, you go. You go. Addicted to it mentally. Dude, absolutely. I'm very pro cannabis use. It helped me a lot with my chemo. I literally couldn't eat without smoking weed, but I also don't agree with this glorification. Like right now, it's just people are just trying to make it sound like weed has no harmful effects whatsoever. And that's just not accurate. It's just not accurate. Like, if you're smoking every day, you have a huge problem. If you can't sleep without smoking weed, you have a huge problem. Not to mention that weed makes a lot of people who already have the tendency to overthink even more. Like, there's a lot of side effects. Alcohol is way worse, but obviously alcohol is way worse than weed, but the difference is oftentimes it's way better to have one drink, one beer, instead of taking a few puffs. Because if you have one beer, it's not really going to do much. Like, you're going to relax a little bit, but you're not going to be drunk. You're not going to be out of control. With weed, though, there's no return. Like, you'll have to sleep for 6 hours until you're normal again. So that's a big con of weed as it pertains to comparing it to alcohol. With alcohol, you can have a few drinks and then you can just have a little bit of water and you're fine again. With weed, no. Once you smoke, it's downhill until you go to bed. I also smoked, but now I want to be in my prime. I'm very narrow in the youth I have. Fighting addiction, quitting porn, and working out went hand in hand for me. Yes, man. Very good. Very good. Quitting porn is a very good decision, man. Very good decision. Very solid decision. Are you planning on doing a regular podcast? Not at the time, no. I'm preferring right now. I'm gravitating more towards this live format. What's up, Sleep Queen? How you doing? I'm gravitating more towards this live format, and I'm gonna be doing some more vlogs again when I get my new camera. What's up, Sleep Queen? How's your day going? Weed is also psychoactive. You can get anxious in a different way than with alcohol. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I said. If you're a person that's already prone to thinking a lot and you're already like nervous and like on edge a lot, weed can definitely make it worse. Like weed can definitely make you into, it can stimulate you to the point where it's no longer healthy. Also, people underestimate the impact it has on you the day after. Like in many cases, just because you're not stoned anymore doesn't mean that you're not still under the influence the next day. You very much are. And also, man, and I hate that I sound like I'm against weed. I'm very pro weed, but it just has to be said. The biggest issue with weed is it just makes you very lazy and it makes you very complacent. Like I always say one joint turns your living room into Disney World. Like you can have all this energy, you have all these ideas and plans to go out and mingle and, go into the real world and take chances. And all it takes a couple of puffs, you're like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna lay on the couch, watch TV. This is all I want to do. Like it turns your home into a comfort zone to a point where it's too much. That's really your thoughts on ayahuasca. I've never done it, so I can't really speak on it. I think it definitely is helpful for a lot of people, though. Better since you're on. You inspire me not to wallow in my down pits. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you. Speaking of inspiring, if you are trying to turn your life around, if you want to work with me, this is my email, lorenz.reese@gmail.com. I am taking on new clients. I coach people through video chats like these, privately, obviously. And if you want to get in touch with me to solve whatever issue you may have, let me know. How do I stop watching porn? I need to stop. No one can make you stop but you. There is no, you just literally have to draw the line. How much longer are you going to be beating off to plastically enhanced, fake women? Everything is fake and it just poisons your mind before you want to stop. Like you just have to, if you're still in the process of asking, how do I stop? It feels like you haven't gone deep enough. But trust me, man, it's gonna ruin you physically and mentally. And how do I get into fitness? Lord Tunes, by doing it, man, by literally making a decision on who you want to be. Oh, Sleep Queen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is a huge donation. Wow. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. I honestly cannot appreciate you enough for sponsoring the channel, for seeing value in my content, and just supporting me. Like $20 is a ton of money, especially in a pandemic. So I just want to tell you, I don't take these type of donations for granted. Really, I appreciate you. So yeah, Lord Tunes, how did you get into fitness, man? But Lord Tunes, you know who inspired me? There's a guy named Ziz. That's his name, ZYZZ. He inspired me. I gotta say, I was younger though. Google him, check out his story. Google him on YouTube, and he should be able to light a fire under your ass. If he doesn't do it, I don't know, man. What's your favorite activity on weed? Smoke alone or with friends? Definitely smoke alone. I I really am not that much into smoking with friends anymore because people want to talk and this and that. And my favorite activity on weed is literally taking a chair or just like anywhere in nature, sitting down, observing nature, and then listening to music on or off. Like just listening to music and being in nature. That's what I like to do on weed. Um, yeah, with friends it gets like easy. It gets complicated, and people want to talk, and you start getting self conscious, and people get weird. And yeah, I prefer to do it alone. It used to be the other way around, but now definitely alone. I like to smoke alone. Any good Dutch movies on Netflix? There is a Dutch movie called The Loft. So this is The Loft. That was a good movie, and The Zaag Alzheimer. Those are two good Dutch movies that I can think of right now. So check them out. Over time, the combination of making it a habit and blocking new porn sites will make it easier and easier. I agree. Blocking sites is a good way to go. Very good advice, comeback season. Thank you, man. Absolutely, comeback season. Once your porn consumption is super low, you will be so positively surprised into what a horn dog you can be. You'll become healthy again. You'll get back in touch with like what it's like to be a healthy, functioning man. Porn is poison, guys. I can't stress that enough. Isn't the Australian bodybuilder who died in Thailand? Yep, that's him. It depends on how my day went, if I'm with friends or not. Exactly, Sleep Queen. That's very true. That's very true. Like, don't get me wrong, I do still sometimes smoke with friends, but it has to be in the right setting. Otherwise, I like it to be absolutely Sleep Queen. ED is a real thing. People get ED from that. It's definitely true. No. It's a real thing. Don't underestimate it. Sleep Queen, where are you at right now? Where are you located? I've had a YouTube channel for a few years. It doesn't get a lot of viewers. Should I just admit defeat and quit? Well, why did you start the YouTube channel? Are you doing it for views and subs, or did you do it because you appreciate and enjoy the process of creating content and sharing it? Because if you're doing it for views, then your heart was never in it to begin with. And if you're doing something for views and likes, then it's never gonna work out. Like, look at me. I've been on here for 5 years, man, damn near. I'm not getting that many views at all. And I mean, if my heart wasn't in it, if I didn't do it for the people on here, then I would have stopped a long time ago. So you need to ask yourself, what is your motivation? So it's not about admitting defeat and quitting. It's about why are you on YouTube? If you're trying to go viral, then you should quit because that's not a good incentive. Someone tried to call me. Wait, I'm going to tell them I'm going to call back. I haven't watched porn since August 2020. Good job, Stars on Mars. Do you recommend getting on gear to max out bodybuilding results? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, 1 second, guys. The coffee machine is working next to me. I'm going to wait a second. I used to watch porn for tips, then I learned it's not always realistic. Try never realistic. I've been watching for a while. I don't comment often. Well, I'm very, very grateful that you decided to comment today, Sleep Queen. Thank you for that. I'm really glad you did. Shout out to Michigan, too. All right, so that's a really good question. Do you recommend getting on gear to max out bodybuilding results? Absolutely not. Like, I have an abundance of friends who got on gear. Like, almost none of them ever like actually. It doesn't turn out the way you think it's gonna turn out. Like, it's not gonna. You can achieve a really good physique naturally. Like, you really don't need gear at all. What you need is patience and commitment. Committing long term, that's what you need. If you're gonna jump on gear, guys, do you understand that you're literally tinkering and playing with your DNA, with your atoms, with your cells? You're gonna have hair loss, you're gonna have gyno, which is what happens when your nipples turn puffy. Like, you don't need it at all. And the crazy part is no one even likes that look. The only people that like that steroid look are people who are into bodybuilding themselves. Most normal people, when they see that look, they'll tell you, like, that looks bad. That's not a good look. It's too much. You don't look good. You can look very physically appealing. You can look very aesthetic just naturally. What about TRT? Well, see, the TRT is becoming the new steroids. It's just like people are just now acting like they need TRT, but really they're just cruising on testosterone. For those who don't know, it means testosterone replacement therapy. It's like the new fad for bodybuilders who want to claim that they're natural, but they still take extra testosterone. Initially, it was basically designed to help people who have low testosterone, but yeah, TRT is the same. It's also steroids. Once you have cancer or benign tumors, gear is a whole other ballpark to consider. Yeah, absolutely. Like, gear makes everything grow. Understand that, okay? Also, all of us, we have constant tumors growing in our body at all times. We literally develop tumors every single day. The good part is our bodies actually break them down again. So they kill them. If you get on gear, you might tip the scale to the wrong direction. So there's really no reason whatsoever to ever jump on steroids unless you are a professional bodybuilder competing at the highest level and your livelihood depends on it. But if you're not that, if you're not a Hollywood actor, if you're not getting paid millions to do it, then don't do it. Trust me, you can look great naturally. You ever had feelings that don't want to live anymore? Never, never. I've been too busy trying to live to ever think about trying to die. Honestly, it's never even been an option in my head. It makes me wonder how many people who use TRT actually know their test levels. I always thought I had low tests due to mental health. Turns out my test levels are near natural max. I'm at 7.5, so mental health and tests can be completely unrelated. Of course, absolutely. And the people who jump on TRT, they actually, like the ones who are doing it on Instagram and stuff, they are basically just blasting testosterone, but they're doing it under the gimmick of using TRT. When are you scheduled to have the dentist put your bottom row teeth in? Kaiser Soza, I like your name. Man, honestly, I don't think it'll be until next year. That's the truth. You see it. You see the pus just dripping out right now, right? This is terrible. It's so annoying. So annoying. I hate this shit. But yeah, Kaiser. Kaiser. I still have about 2 more surgeries just to have my jaw ready for the implants. Then I gotta get the implants, and then sometime early next year, hopefully I'll get bottom row teeth. But this has been 8 years in the making, man. It's a struggle. The marathon continues. I hate having to take medication to stop me being in pain. I can't imagine putting other drugs and stuff in my body to change it. Yeah, you don't need it. Like I said, guys, you don't need gear. You don't need it. You can look great without it. Just commit. Commit, watch your diet, do cardio, and stay relatively lean. You'll look great. I've never touched gear in my life. I look great. People, they tell me I'm huge. So thank you, Kaiser. Souza. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're about 56 minutes in. I'm about to wrap this one up. Any tips for starting your own business venture? I always joke, I'm saying I'm too broke to start a business. That's my biggest tip would be come up with a great idea first. Come up with a great idea, something that you could commercialize, something that you can make money with. It all starts with an idea. Stars on Mars, 21. I highly recommend people to not smoke before the age of 20. When your brain is still in the formative stage, it's not a good one. It's not a good idea to smoke. You need to really wait with that. Yeah, Betsy, come up with an idea first. And once you have an idea, then take it from there. Use Amazon, start from home, and make sure your overhead costs are close to nothing. Don't go renting spaces and stuff. Just do everything from home and make sure that you get the orders in before you actually make it, so you don't have a bunch of stock laying around that you can't get rid of. Yes, the first years are the best. It definitely gets less good after a while, Stars on Mars, it's true. I gotta go though. I appreciate you all for being here. Sleep Queen, thank you so much again for your very generous donation. Guys, if you want to work with me and hire me as your coach, lorenz.trees@gmail.com, that's my email. Hit me up if you want to change your life, turn things around. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back soon. I love you all. Peace.